This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I'm going to do something a little bit different today to show you about how mind control really works, how they just completely manipulate people. Now, a lot of people ask me all the time about stuff that I do for fun or do I ever laugh? I mean, the answer is pretty much no. You know, what you see is what you get on the channel, unfortunately. I'm not an optimist. I'm not, somebody who finds much humor or joy. But when it comes to stuff like this actually makes me laugh because it's so unbelievable what they get away with that you sit there, you watch it, and you just go, all right, is anybody like paying attention to what they're saying, or are they just watching the images? Of course, what they're doing is just watching the images. This is just proof of how mind control works. Now, what I'm referring to are commercials that are about prescription drugs. I like to watch them on mute and describe what's happening, because you see all this stuff happening. Oh, it's a wonderful day, and everyone's in the park having a great time. And meanwhile, the whole commercial is, don't take this if you have, oh, you could die from cancer. Oh, you might get AIDS. I mean, it's unbelievable. And people are just like, all right, well, they're selling it on TV, so it's not a big deal, why we're all on pharmaceutical drugs and why we all have to take this crap. So I want to show you how this works. Let's watch these commercials together. First, I'm going to do it with the volume off, then with the volume on. And you will laugh because you'll just say to yourself, this is so unbelievable what they do to us. People are like, why are you always so pissed? I'm so sick of being a lab rat for these people, Like, just because I'm awake doesn't mean that I don't have my own problems, my own health issues. I'm being dumped with chemicals too, just like everybody else. I got anxiety. I have high blood pressure. I feel the nightmare of this world all the time. I go through my ups and downs, mostly downs, because it's just unbelievable how inhumane these people are and what they do to all of us. You see so many kids that just are like 3 years old with leukemia. I mean, it's heartbreaking, but nobody goes, instead of asking why it's happening, everybody just goes, oh, let's be philanthropists. Let's go to the children's hospital as a celebrity and make it look like we care, instead of getting to the problem. And the problem is that, they're dumping aluminum on us and shoving it in our food. We got weed killer in our Cheerios. So let's take a look at a few of these commercials together. All right, so looks like the sun's out. It's going to be a wonderful day. Getting ready to seize the day, this woman is, right? The sun is out, and of course there's her sun worship rising over the hills there. She's getting out of bed, checking out her hair, right? Taking care of herself. She's like, all right, I'm going to get on that bike, get some exercise, feeling pretty good, right? Sun's coming up. I mean, very scenic, very nice. Looks pretty relaxing, right? Now she's doing something here. She's speaking to a consultant. Okay. Doesn't look like anything scary. Now, she's now suddenly in a park watching, I assume, her husband and some kid. Hopefully that's her husband and his kid and her kid, not some strangers taking pictures of them. All right. Now she's signing over some paperwork. She's at the office doing some unimportant work, pretending she looks like she's doing something important. Now she's having coffee. She's real busy, right? Having a nice cup of joe here at some diner. It looks like a Lifetime movie. Now she's walking the dog. I mean, these are all things that bring pleasantry to people, right? Oh, walking the dog, and the sun is shining. Kissing the dog, all right? She loves her dog. Now she's on the beach. She's got the kid on the beach. I mean, all right. I mean, people will watch this. They go, oh, that's pretty relaxing. Those are nice visions. The sun's shining. Everything's great, right? Now let's listen to it with the volume on.
If you're struggling with bipolar depression, there are treatment options. Ask your doctor if once-a-day Latuda,
Okay, so now we're finding out she's
methadone
depressed.
HCl, may help you. In clinical studies, Latuda has been shown to be effective for many people struggling with bipolar depression.
All right.
Latuda is not for everyone.
Not
Call
sure
your
what the
doctor
bike
if
has
you
to
have
do with
unusual changes
depression,
in
but
mood,
okay.
behaviors, or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients.
So the antidepressant could increase suicide. So that makes sense, right? So make sure you get your Latuda because, while you're depressed and suffering from depression and bipolar, just what you need, a pill that might increase suicide.
Taking Latuda have an increased risk of death or stroke.
An increased risk of death or stroke. Let me rewind that real quick.
Risk of death or stroke. Yep. Children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Latuda have an increased risk of death or stroke.
Oh, man.
Call your doctor.
So people with dementia don't take... I mean, listen to all the side effects. The commercial's literally a minute of side effects so that they can't get sued when you're on this pill and then you suddenly kill yourself or suffer from something else, because usually these pills just end up leading to cancer and other problems.
If you have fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, as these may be signs of a life-threatening reaction, or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these may become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Latuda and medicines like it, and in some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death.
Oh,
other risks include decreases in white blood cells, which can be fatal.
It could lead to coma or death, as we're watching her go over a very important PowerPoint at work and now having a cup of coffee. It's like, it might lead to chronic diarrhea. You might end up jumping off a cliff. You might get more depressed on the pill, but the sun is shining and you're at a nice little coffee shop. I mean, this is just mind control because nobody watches this stuff and listens. They see the image. This is what I always talk about with the music videos and stuff.
Dizziness upon standing, seizures, increased cholesterol, weight gain, increased prolactin levels, impairment in judgment, or trouble swallowing. Avoid grapefruit and grapefruit juice while taking Latuda. Use caution before driving or operating machinery. There are paths to treat bipolar depression. Ask your doctor if once-a-day Latuda for bipolar depression is...
All right, so let's just do one more here, right? Because all these commercials, they're generic, they look the same, and it's such manipulation. It's unbelievable. These people are just they're so sick. It's ridiculous. All right, she's touching a pine tree. Looks like maybe it's Christmas. Oh, maybe she's coming to visit me out in the middle of nowhere in the woods in 20 feet of snow. Let me see if I'm inside. Oh, he found a key, so maybe he's breaking and entering. All right, looks like we're talking about some type of arthritis. Up. Boy, it looks like a great time, a Lifetime movie. We got... Nobody's going to get cabin fever here. We got just snow and fireplace. The guy just happens to have wood, hugging, family love. Mom's reaching into their purse. She's got a marshmallows in a jar. She looks like she's making some hot cocoa. I mean, life couldn't be better, right? Playing some cards, getting off of the grid, right? Very Christmassy for us all. Wonderful, right? Wonderful. Now let's hear it. Let's hear this with the volume on. Let's see what's going on.
Essential for pine trees, but maybe not for people with rheumatoid arthritis, because there are options, like an injection. Xeljanz XR, a once-daily pill for adults with moderate to severe RA for whom methotrexate did
And
not
let's hear
work
the
well
side
enough.
effects.
Xeljanz XR can reduce pain, swelling, and further joint damage, even without methotrexate. Xeljanz XR can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have tears in the stomach or intestines, serious allergic reactions.
Don't worry about it. You
blood
might
cell
get tears
counts,
in your
higher
stomach.
liver tests, and cholesterol levels. Don't start Xeljanz XR if you have an infection. Your doctor should perform blood tests before and while taking Xeljanz XR and monitor certain liver tests. Tell your doctor if you've been somewhere fungal infections are common, and if you have had TB, hepatitis B or C, or are prone to infections. Needles. Fine for some things. But for you, one pill a day may provide symptom relief. Ask your doctor about Xeljanz.
Right, so you see how this all works, right? There's 1 million side effects. Hey, you might die. I mean, they literally tell you in one of the commercials, you might die, might go into a coma, you might have a seizure, because this is all stuff that we should be putting in our body, right? But hey, the woman's on the bike, she's at work, she's walking her dog, right? The other couple is, they're living it's Christmas time, they're out in the woods, it's peaceful, relaxing, everyone's having marshmallows, but your liver may implode while you're taking this pill for rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, it's unbelievable, Instead of people questioning why we're sick and all this, what they really should be doing, which is questioning why all these diseases just increase, right? How often, and everybody knows, well, not everybody, you guys know, the statistics and stuff they give are bullcrap. But there's certain things they can't hide, right? I mean, they're not going to sit there and be like, autism's at an all-time low. The reason that they normalize this stuff with TV shows like The Good Doctor is they want everyone to think that it's normal that everybody's becoming autistic and sick. Instead of saying, why is this happening, right? And then people just blame who? They blame God. They think all of a sudden it's something in the air that everyone's getting sick. Well, there is. It's from the dusting that they put on us every day. It's from the chemicals that they put in our water, the fluoride, the crap that they put in our food that you can't even read what it is, the Monsanto. I mean, you name it, right? But then they just use these mind control tactics to make everyone think everything's okay. Don't worry about it. Go on this pill. It looks like, hey, take this antidepressant pill and the sun will shine and you'll be on your bike. And even though it might lead to an increase in suicide and you might have a seizure the next day. I mean, it's unbelievable what they get away with. These people are criminals to the worst extent. So that's basic mind control. I've wanted to do a video on that for a while because that is something I do. I do like to, especially on YouTube, if I get a commercial for these things, I mute it and watch it. And then I know, it's going to be like 90 seconds of, do not take this pill if you've ever, may lead to death, may lead to depression, may lead to suicide, may lead to diarrhea of the mouth, may lead to this, may lead to that, may lead to that, may lead to that, may lead to that. But hey, it's snowing in a log cabin, so you might as well give it a shot because, hey, take the antidepressant or take the rheumatoid arthritis pill and you could suddenly travel into the woods and go on a little vacation. I mean, give me a break. And thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.